and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Miami, Ohio's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Off play action on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Good news, bad news for the offense, right? It's awesome that you made the completion, but your QB cannot keep taking hits like that throughout the course of this game. Pass protection is going to have to get better.
He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your play.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He's into the open down the middle. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown Bears! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go right back to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
Got enough space, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri State.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about. Got
3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Campbell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Red Hawks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Red Hawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Red Hawks. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Bear offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And I love the...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A little screen to the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Missouri State! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And back in the day, day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over UCF. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is
turning it on. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle. It's Blue. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They want to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Joyner. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Lang. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. The Red Hawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Let's go! Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sims. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Red Hawks can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Red Hawks have this offense rolling. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Fires to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Green. They've got the 1st down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up.
And the Redhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Grab near the marker. It's going. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. They got it! It's blocked!
That time, what a surge right up the middle of the field. They were able to get penetration and block the kick.
Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The play action fake. Under fire. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. We saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Fourth down coming up.
No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it.
Get set, get set.
Motion from the back. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Gives it on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Missouri State offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking for room. It's Blue. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time. 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Here comes the heat. Offense scoops it up and still going.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Redhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They've got the screen set up. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Miami, Ohio.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, Bears! The defense putting points on the board. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Colorado State is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving Cam the rest of the day off. They're up by 24 over UCF. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the gun, the inside give.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's got his man across the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Redhawks want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. Finds a man in the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Wants to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Redhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play.
They're facing a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
First down for the offense.
He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. A first down run on the doorstep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
No gain on the play.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Snap in the shotgun. Going for 6. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Bears backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Power football with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together.